2 pumps. In case the first one missed, right? In case you can't hit me for 80, right? In case you can suck a f***, right? F*** you, the pump, this game, dude. The double pump shotgun can lick the f***ing nastiest, most disgusting.
What is going on, guys? My name is 4G. So today I just wanted to make a quick video going over the idea that double pump will be returning in Fortnite. This has been confirmed by Fortnite over on Twitter, and this is going to be amazing. So this will be in the first Chapter 1 Season 1 season, and I wanted to talk about this a little bit because I wanted to talk about how this could possibly affect the game, because double pump has been out of the game for a very long time. It's been about, I don't know, 6 years. They removed it way back in Chapter 1 Season 4, I believe. I think that's when they added the stupid cooldown timer. I say stupid. It was probably for the best if we're being real, but at the same time, it would not be an OG season without this in the game. If you played way back in the day, this was a massive part of the game. Now, I didn't personally do it all that much. I did a little bit, but not really until it was about to get patched out, but a lot of people did this back in the day. You could not play a game without playing against someone who was double pumping. It was absolutely insane, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing how this will play out in current day Fortnite, but at the same time in the OG mode, because like I said, it'll be in the Chapter 1 Season 1 update. Now, I did talk about this in a previous video, basically saying that I would like to see this in the game, and I really am shocked that they're actually doing it, because it is not something I thought that they would do. Because way back in the day, they seemed like they really disliked the idea of double pump, and it was just this overpowered, impossible thing to do. But it actually looks like they're trying to make a faithful recreation of Chapter 1. I mean, if they're going this far, are they going to add other things like movement? Will they actually have the OG pump model? Like, is this confirming that the OG pump model will be in the game? I really hope so, because that is a massive part of Chapter 1 in my opinion. They need to have that. Will they have other things like the OG leveling system? Because I was kind of thinking about it recently. They do not need to actually have the exact same battle pass system as the rest of the game. I mean, look at Save the World for an example. If you go into that game mode, it has an entire different leveling system, a different progression system. Everything about that is completely separate from Battle Royale. But at the same time, you still do earn Battle Pass XP for playing it. Well, it could be the exact same thing in this situation, especially with the idea of this OG pass. If it was old Battle Pass skins or new Battle Pass, it doesn't matter. The point is they can have the original system return. Maybe not in Season 1, because I don't know how that's going to work exactly. They had a season shop back then, not a Battle Pass. But let's assume for with future seasons, they could have a system in there where they actually have every single Battle Pass, where they have the original Battle Pass system where you had to actually earn battle stars, you had to level up your season level, and that was separate from the actual Battle Pass. I think that would be a way better system than just copy pasting the same system we've had with Battle Royale since Chapter 2 at this point, where it's just XP. This would also allow them to maybe bring back certain quests and challenges that they had back in the day, which might not seem like a big deal for some people who didn't play back then, but back then challenges actually felt like they were really thought out. They were really well made. I mean, for an example, this umbrella cave one, this wasn't a challenge necessarily, but this was hidden in a loading screen, I believe, and you had to go there. You could grab a battle star and it would give you some progression towards your battle pass. It was a fun time. Those were some great times when it comes to Chapter 1, and I really do hope that we see something like that added into this OG mode instead of just copy pasting the exact same Battle Royale system we've had for the last multiple years at this point. I also just thought of this in my head right now. The one thing I hope they do not bring back when it comes to this, which I don't think they will do this, to be completely honest, but the one thing I don't want to see them do is bring back OG umbrellas. I think that is the one thing that should always stay exclusive, and I am someone who wants all the battle passes to return, but the OG umbrellas, I feel like that right there is the thing that should be kept special. Just don't bring those back if we're being real. Like, if you win in, well, Season 1 doesn't have its own specific umbrella from what I remember, but Season 2 and onward did have its own umbrella. I don't think that that should return. I think those should be kept special. That's like the one thing you gotta win in this original season. That's something that's small, but enough that it would actually be something that needs to stay exclusive. But back to double pump, I think that this would be something that would absolutely change the game, and that also leads me to also thinking, will they actually keep it in the game for the entire duration of the Chapter 1 OG mode, like even when we go beyond Chapter 1, Season 4, for an example? I don't think so. I really do think that they will cut back on it. That's why they're giving access to this, because it's only going to be for a couple months. Then they're going to do the nerf again like they did. I don't know, maybe not. I feel like if they're doing this, they could be making it as faithful as they possibly can. It's an entirely separate mode that you'll be able to uninstall separately, just like you can with Save the World, just like you should be able to with Lego Fortnite and Fortnite Festival. I'm not exactly sure if they added that into the game yet, but there is a feature coming very soon, if not, where you can basically uninstall each individual game mode, so that allows them to keep things completely separate. Now, I've seen comments talking about that, by the way, where people said they're not going to go all the way because then they'd have to make a whole separate game. I don't know exactly what you're talking about, to be completely honest, because I mean, look at Lego Fortnite. Is that not an entirely separate looking game by the gameplay standards? It looks entirely different, it plays entirely different, yet it's on the same game. So they could do that with an OG mode where we just have OG movement, the OG weapon models, and all that. They can do that for sure if they really wanted to, and I do hope that they do want to. Double pump returning is a massive thing. I'm so excited to see how people react to this, you know, streamers and stuff. I think that'd be kind of interesting to see when they're actually in the game. It is going to be a huge hit of nostalgia, I'll tell you that much. I won't have to use the pump plus hand cannon strategy for a very long time. I mean, I don't think the hand cannon was added until Season 2 either way, so the first season, definitely going to be using double pump. I'm going to be grinding out some clips, I'll tell you that much. Now, the thing that makes me also wonder about double pump is, will they be reducing the damage of the pump in this mode, or will it be actually faithful to how it was back in the day? Because back in the day, if you did not play, a gray pump could one pump you. That's pretty crazy if you really think about it, considering that they've only destroyed the pump further and further and further with each season, pretty much ever since that time. Every year, basically, the pump somehow seemingly gets a little bit worse. Like, I remember 2 years ago or something like that, they nerfed the gold pump. I think they've rebuffed it, but for a period of time there, they nerfed the gold pump to not be able to one pump anymore. I don't know, it's like every couple of months, they would slowly bring down the pump, each rarity at a time. They would make it so you can't one pump anymore. I don't know who at Epic Games is over there and you just really dislike fun. I'm not exactly sure, but at the same time, whoever's over there and is bringing it back for this game mode, I'm okay with it now. Okay, whatever. We don't have it in the main Battle Royale anymore. That's fine. I don't really care. As long as we have it in Chapter 1 and it's almost as powerful, at least. It doesn't need to be a one pump with a gray, because I'm going to be real, especially that in combination with double pump and people being a lot better nowadays, it might affect the gameplay negatively, I will say that. But something I also do want to say, keep thinking of all these things, I want to see OG graphics. I don't know if they can even do this. I don't know how that would work, but Chapter 1, Season 1 in particular, and Season 2 even, looked entirely different than future seasons. Those seasons, they might not look that great when you look back on them now, but at the same time, there's a look to them that was absolutely incredibly unique, and I would love to see it return like that. I don't think that's going to be the case. Maybe that was something to do with the engine that they were using back then, because they're not using Unreal Engine 4 now, they're using Unreal Engine 5, but I don't know if that would affect it. I don't know if they could do that. I don't know if they would even go that far in order to change it to look like that, because technically it does look worse, I guess, but at the same time, the nostalgia factor makes it look not better, but just as good as other seasons in Chapter 1. But this is absolutely huge. I do think I will have some times where I'm sounded like Ninja back in the day complaining about double pump, just for a little bit, just because of the fact that it'll take some time to get used to, of course, because it won't be fun to die to, but it'll be incredibly fun to use. That is the definition of an overpowered system, but at the same time, I'm all for it in this particular game mode. It was there in the past, it should be there in this mode. Keep it faithful to the original chapter, the original season, and this will be a fantastic game mode and a fantastic return to Chapter 1. I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing the OG pass, whether it's new skins or not. I'm looking forward to just grinding that out. I mean, they're going to have new skins. Even if it is old skins, they will, of course, have some new stuff in the OG pass. They're not going to just sell only old skins and not bring anything new. I can't imagine that. They want to sell the skins to everybody, and that includes people who did play back then. They want to sell it to everyone, of course. They'd always have some new stuff, so it'll be fun to grind through that, to see the old map again, to actually experience Chapter 1 in a way that is probably going to be more authentic than Season OG, because Season OG was fun. I really loved that season. It was a lot of fun, the most fun I've had since the original Chapter 1, but it definitely was not that authentic, for being completely real. But I'm not going to get into that right now. This is kind of out of time for this video, but what do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you're new here to like videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Now, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.